This week's CEO's blog comes to you from our offices here at Harness Racing New South Wales, and I'll explain a little bit more to do with that later. However, on the weekend we wrapped up our Team Teal effort, and what a wonderful effort by all the ladies and the trainers, drivers in New South Wales. We've raised almost $45,000, and I thank the clubs also that pitched in and helped in that regard. But Armidale was the last meeting, and all efforts were done there. Little Reba Brown, she was in her colours, her Team Teal colours, Mini Trot aspirant, of course, selling specially made biscuits for the day. The clerks of the course, of course, they certainly became involved, and they were dressed up for the occasion. So thank you all to the clubs who added to what Harness Racing New South Wales were putting in, and Tabcorp, and of course to all the girls who helped us out so very admirably during this time. The Tabcorp Carnival of Cups action was certainly strong on the weekend as well, and what we had was Broken Hill and Young on Friday night, and Armidale there on Sunday, once again to wrap it up. But Young, fantastic meeting. Atomic Red won the Cup, the Cordina Farms Cup, for Amanda and Steve Turnbull. Amanda drove 3 winners on the night, and for Rob Davis, the owner of Atomic Red, the horse ticked over at $350,000. So great racing all the way round. Tremendous effort by the club, and Young, they do it each and every year with presenting a fabulous meeting. Broken Hill on the Friday night was also very entertaining. What can I say? The race won by Miss Perception was a real event to watch. As you see on the vision here, not even the commentator knew what lap they were up to. That is the special way that they race at Broken Hill. It's such a little saucer track. But to Donnie Pym and Miss Broken Hill, Cassie Robinson, well done on that win. It was a great night all round, and we look forward to more racing, of course, next year at Broken Hill. Armidale finished the weekend, and to Peter and Chris Shepherdson, a double, very well done. But maybe the local Battlers Stakes, which was won by Glenn Innes-Boy. You couldn't get a better name as far as locals are concerned, but for Dean Chappell, the driver, and Ronnie Neal, what a wonderful experience. The crowd, and it was a good crowd at Armidale, certainly got behind this race, and there was plenty of cheering and carrying on. And the after-race presentation, there was a strong contingent there to see what was going on and to get their photos taken with the local battler in Glen Innes-Boy. As most of the industry is now aware, we live in unprecedented times with the outbreak of the coronavirus, COVID-19 as it's now officially titled, but it's affecting all of society, and of course it will and has affected harness racing. Government implementation of bans on mass gatherings up to 500 people for non-essential use and non-essential persons at those gatherings. Harness Racing New South Wales, in consultation and collaboration with associations and also the various clubs that do run our meetings, have had to step up measures, and I seek and ask all participants to especially follow the edict that's there, to follow the protocols we've got in place, because we do want harness racing to continue. We want all racing to continue during this period that may well last up to 6 months, if we listen to what the Premier Gladys Berejiklian is saying and what the Chief Medical Officer is saying. This is a pandemic worldwide, and we must play part of eradicating what is this disease that can actually kill people. So we need to be vigilant. The people that I do feel sorry for are the owners, because owners, like the general public, aren't considered as being essential to the operation of a race meeting. So therefore they are going to have to watch their races, their horses perform on Sky or whatever medium they have. But it's important that we continue the racing going. because we want to distribute the prize money that we have on offer. And once again, I just ask that everyone's compliant as best they can be. Well, not as best they can be, absolutely compliant. And if you have any issues to raise it with the local club, raise it with Sean Snudden here at Harness Racing New South Wales, raise it with the Integrity Department, and of course you can raise it with me. But we need to pitch in. It's not going to be an easy task. Yes, we're going to be put out a little bit, but I commend everyone for helping and making sure that the harness racing in New South Wales does continue. One very important thing, and this is the hygiene and the practices that the government are pushing out so often and to every person that walks New South Wales, the streets of Sydney and every town, is keep up your hygiene standards. The spread of this virus is so easily from person to person, so there's no need now, unfortunately, to shake hands and to kiss a cheek. It's a nod. That would be as good as an acknowledgement, but we do that. And also, if anyone is feeling a bit poorly, they believe that they may have this virus, they should go straight to the appropriate health authorities, but always report it to Harness Racing New South Wales so that we can immediately act with tracking where you've been and whether there is a need to quarantine even a wider area of participants than we don't have at the moment, but if we do have, that we will be doing so. The board has worked through this strongly. Management has worked through this strongly. We just ask for complete adherence to the protocols we have in place. And a last point, go to our website. If there's anything you need to know, it is on our website. It's on the front page. Just click on the quite easily to follow links, and that will take you to all the news that we have released and all the updates we have on the coronavirus, COVID-19. And once again, I thank you for your acceptance of the measures we've put in place and your following of the protocols strictly as required. And to wrap up the CEO's blog this week, Gold Crown Carnival will start tomorrow night, Wednesday. 5 meetings in a very short period. To Wayne Barker, to Danny, to Marianne, all the team at Bathurst, we wish you all the best. It won't be the same, we know that. It's going to be a little bit sombre, but to the owners of horses that are competing, the prize money's there, as I keep on saying. Organise your own celebration at home or in your local pub or wherever it might be, and enjoy the harness racing as best you can, although remotely. It is all still there for you, and we wish everybody a successful carnival, a safe carnival, and an incident-free carnival for the Bathurst Gold Crown 2020. And of course, once we get through this, 2021, we're on again for the Bathurst Gold Crown. To the honorees, Colin and Cheryl McDowell, I understand the functions will be going ahead that are off track, but to you, congratulations, and to every other person that takes part in this year's Bathurst Gold Crown Carnival.